All right, so we just finished that up. That was a chill run, trying to keep the legs moving. Today was more of a off day for cycling, so I'm not cycling indoors today. And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna get that 5K challenge done on Strava. So I went out and did a chill 5K, and it was easy. It wasn't really anything crazy. I do have one. We're gonna talk about races for 26 and what's on the calendar. So that's what we're gonna talk about in this video. But yeah, so hope you guys will enjoy this video. And we got that little 3.14, almost 3.13 mile run done. Average pace 8:06. Felt really good. It's really showing me my pacing is getting a lot better, and which means my heart rate and just everything internally is getting a lot better, and it's getting stronger, which is what we want, because what we're doing with, you know, cycling indoors is really growing my engine, and it's really just growing in a lot of different areas. So I'm liking the spot I'm in right now. It's really nice. So yeah, let's cut to the next segment. Okay, so the main point of this video was to talk about training and the goals for 2026. Now, these are always subject to change, and really I'm just trying to focus on setting a goal, executing, doing it right, and just executing the goal pretty much. You know, I've started cycling recently. I'm going to make a separate video about that because I haven't talked about that much on YouTube. But if you want to learn more about it in a short form way, head over to the TikTok, head over to the Instagram. I post a lot about that there. But for you guys on YouTube, I've been cycling for a while. I started back in September, bought a road bike, and I've really loved it ever since. Here recently I picked up an indoor turbo trainer, smart trainer, and just have really taken off since. I've done like 400 miles since September, so it's been pretty fun. I really enjoy it, and I really noticed a lot of fitness building with that. So that's kind of what the main focus for 2026 is just get better on the bike, and that'll help carry over to obviously dirt bikes and everything as well. But something I wanted to do in 2025 was run a half marathon, and I wasn't able to do that because I decided that, okay, let's do a half marathon in September. Well, if you want to do that, you need to start training in July. And well, yeah, we had a heat wave in July, and it was brutal for like 4 weeks. And then really it was hard to gain in that area, and just life was kind of different then, and it was hard to kind of get that in that schedule. So very busy, very full, and it was just really hard. I was trying to figure a lot of things out at once, and adding a half marathon prep onto there was not a good idea. So that is why I'm going to do one this next year in springtime. It's going to be on April 11th. It is, I think, a gain of 500 feet on the whole course. So a little hilly. That's what it's kind of described as, which is not bad. It's just a couple towns over. So that ought to be fun. That's going to be fun. I'm going to start training for that about late February, mid-March. And it's going to be nice because I've already ran before. I have a background in running. I have the knowledge in running, so I'm not starting from zero. If I was starting from zero, I'd probably start training today. But since I'm doing cycling and all these different, you know, heart rate training and cardio and all these different things, I don't need to train for that until late February, early March to get quality workouts in, quality time. And it's really just time on the feet. I'm not trying to break any records at this course. I'm just trying to do a half marathon and check that off the bucket list for fitness goals and everything like that. You guys know, if you do fitness goals, if you do fitness, there's different goals, whether that's something little or something big. You want to check that off the list. So that's one of the things I want to do. Another thing is in August, beginning of August 2nd, I'm going to be doing a Tough Mudder. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a Spartan race. It's more of a strength and endurance kind of deal. But it's outdoors, it's on a course, and it is 25 different obstacles. They'll shock you, they'll do tons of different things. And when I start training and prepping for that, I will educate you guys on that and everything. It's hard to train for that. I'm doing the 15K course, so it's 9.3 miles total distance, which isn't bad because there's the obstacle courses split that up pretty well, especially since there's 25 of them. But yeah, if you're interested, look up Tough Mudder on Google and it'll tell you everything you need to know. But that's what I'm excited for. I'm doing that with my dad as well, so that'll be fun. It's kind of like a group thing. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'm doing a Tough Mudder August 2nd, and then August 29th, I've not told you this either, I also have a cycling group. We have a group of like 8 people that we just ride, and we do tons of different rides with. We do a lot of different just group rides and everything. It's really fun to do and have that interaction with one another. And so we're going to do what's called a Hancock Flat 50 ride. It's more of a race that I know of. I'm undereducated in the cycling race world, riding group, whatever. It's still a lot very new to me. You would think it wouldn't be since I ride dirt bikes, but it really is a whole different world. So it's fine. But so I'll get more educated on that as the year goes on. And yeah, so those are the 3 main things I want to do. It's a 50-mile bike race, and that should be pretty fun. It should be pretty fun to kind of, just ride 50 miles. There's one hill and the rest of it's flat. So it's going to be pretty sick. I'm excited. And, it's nice. It's nice to put your goals out on paper for the year ahead. And obviously it's subject to change. Life happens, things happen. It's okay if that changes. You're not glued to it. Even if you register, oh well. It's fine. And one other thing I want to do is sprint triathlon. So whether that's in between all of that or something of that sort is a sprint triathlon. So if you don't know what that is, I'm sure you know what a triathlon is, but if you don't, it's swim, bike, run, and basically there's anywhere from sprint to full Ironman. So sprint is the smallest distance event, and I guess, triathlon. And it is 400-meter swim, 10 or 11-mile bike, and a 5K run. And so that is a good base building of fitness, and it's very, very endurance taxing and just fitness taxing, whole deal. And it's going to be exciting to do one of those. I really want to get my feet wet in the triathlon world in the next year. And so whether that's a spring triathlon or sprint triathlon, great. If that is a fall, late fall triathlon, great as well. There's really no set time I want to do that, because the local sprint is the same day as the Tough Mudder, and so that wouldn't make much sense because I am doing the Tough Mudder. So yeah, sprint triathlon is still up in the air if I want to do that, but those 3 are pretty much set in stone. So I'm excited, and it doesn't really pressure me. It doesn't, I don't freak out about it and seeing all these written down. It's cool. It gives me something to train for, something to break up the monotony of just aimlessly training, which is nothing wrong with that. There's a lot to say, and there's something to be said about training for nothing, and you're still training, which is fine. That teaches you a lot mentally. It teaches you a lot as a person, and just overall, training for nothing is okay. But I need to step it up, and I need to do something that I have a set block of time. It's probably gonna be about a 10-week half marathon prep, and probably about I'm already doing endurance, so Tough Mudder is probably just going to be kind of doing some more strength focused and body weight stuff, because it is a lot of body weight things. And other than that, that's pretty much all you can do for that. And then obviously the flat 50, I'll already be cycling then. I'll probably obviously uptick the workouts and all of that, so that'll be fun. There's a lot in store, and like I said, subject to change. So I'm super excited for all the races and everything to come. Now, a lot of you viewers are dirt bike fans, and you're here because you like it because I ride dirt bikes, or you think it's cool, or whatever. And I'm still racing dirt bikes. Those are actually going to be, I'm racing the local series right now. That's all I'm planning to do, not planning to do any qualifiers. And the main reason is because there's a lot coming up. There's a lot coming up for me outside of training, outside of fitness and fun things to do and things that I enjoy. And that is, I'll be turning 18 and graduating high school this coming year. So that's crazy to say. And it's going to be a lot. And I know that, and I'm ready for that. But I know that God has that plan under control, and that journey is already written. So I really just need to follow the path He has laid out for me. And I'm fully aware of that. So there's a lot to come in 2026. And I'm just going to follow what God has planned out for me and do my best to lean in and just enjoy it all and soak it all up. That's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. The workouts aren't always going to be easy. But yeah, it's going to be fun. And that's the main part. It's always fun. You have to find the fun and the good in everything you do. Because if you don't, then, well, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really excited, and it gets me hyped up and just lights a fire, man. There's just a fire burning and I'm ready. So I'm excited. So I guess the next race, we'll start our prep at about beginning of March and do a half marathon in April. A little bit before March, but half marathon in April. So yeah, I'm excited. Run, bike, and agility, great. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, I thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for following along, being there, staying, religious to the YouTube channel, even though I was gone for a while. A quick recap on that is just, I pretty much posted in September and didn't post again until December 29th. So yeah. Anyways, it was fun. It was a really full part of my life, and there was a lot to figure out. Just to break it down to kind of be on one level with you guys is, I was not expecting to run my own detailing business this past year, and I basically had to figure it out. And I had to figure that out. I had to jump on that while I could, and making content for that and putting all effort into that and trying to put an effort in other ways of my life and tons of different things going on. It was hard YouTube was not the main focus, and YouTube felt like it was something I had to do, and I didn't want to have that pressure. So now we're refreshed, we're ready, and now it's just a matter of hitting our marks and yeah, doing good. So like I said, I thank you guys for watching. I thank you for sticking with me, and yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and that's it for me. Keep training, keep digging, keep stacking bricks, and putting hay in the barn. See ya.